Hello, y'all. Back again with another video on Am I the a-hole for not attending my boyfriend's graduation dinner and how I reacted when his grandmother asked my GPA, which is grade point average. Now, hold on, ma'am. One thing and two things for sure. You always are supposed to respect your elders. I don't even care if your GPA was a 0.25 and you had to tell this lady, ma'am, my GPA is a 0.25. I don't think anything you should have said to this boy grandmother. Because the grandmother made the mother and the mother made this man that you with your boyfriend. So you out of pocket already with me before I even read your story. So let's get into it. Am I a hole for not attending my boyfriend's graduation dinner and how I reacted when his grandmother asked me about my GPA? Okay. My boyfriend, and she's a 20-year-old female. My boyfriend, and he's 20 as well, of 1.5 years, so it seems like they met in college. Graduate college in May with a 4.0 GPA. Oh, congratulations to him. Okay. With an objectively easier degree, in his words, I am an engineering major who graduates next May, which is 2024. So it seems like he's graduated May 2023. I attended graduation with his parents and grandmother. I had met his parents several times before and grandmother for the first time the night before. Okay, so you had some interaction with these people. Okay. Before the ceremony started, there was some time for us to talk. And when the conversation turned towards academia, grandma asked me what was my boyfriend's GPA, and I answered 4.0. Then grandma asked, what is your GPA? I was taken aback and answered mine a 3.538. Okay, late girl, that's good still. That mean you like A, B honor roll. Of course he like straight A's, but that's still good. There was another very awkward pause. His mom, same major as me, then swooped in and said, that's good. I graduated with a 3.3 or something. Okay. Well, mama got your back, so I'm trying to see why you going to say you reacted to grandma. Okay, let's see. What grandma did not know is that my crazy parents equipped my work as a person with my high school GPA. I was yelled at if I brought a grade home less than an A. And they once asked me to get my A minus grades up to an A. Baby, an A is an A. 4 points is 4 points. Okay. I would just took that as a grain of salt. I took dual enrollment classes at the same institution that one parent of mine is a professor at, and that parent emailed their colleagues to check up on me. Because I was a minor, 16, 17, at that time, parents were legally allowed to access my grades, and they did. And that's how my mom was. An AP English teacher gave me a B as my semester grade in junior year, and my parents took my report card, yelled at me, and immediately went to the principal's office. Baby, it seems like your parents just doing too much. 'Cause to me, a B is good too. But let's continue. They pulled out my old essays when talking to the principal as to why I deserved an A and tried to get the teacher fired. But the principal gave me an A since I passed the AP exam. Oh, okay then. So it seems like your parents normally get their way with whatever they want. Everyone was happy, and so we moved on with life. And they have since lessened up a bit, but don't want to see any C's. Okay. Okay. So it seems like you have trauma or something just dealing with your parents. So let's see how you're going to transfer that over to this boy grandmother. After that, I was fighting back tears throughout the whole graduation. I felt physically sick and considered leaving halfway through and going back to my apartment. Now, hold on. The grandma ain't saying nothing to you. The mother, all she did was ask you, baby, what's your GPA? That's all she did. Now you done went to a whole trauma. I guess it triggered you, lady. You might have to go to counseling or something. But let's continue. I felt physically sick and considered leaving halfway through and going back to my apartment. I ended up sobbing in my car on the way home and telling him what Grandma said. He is aware of my parents' stance on grades and how it affects me. Your grandma just asked you what was your GPA, and even his mama chimed in and said, baby, we had the same situation. I had a 3.3, so I'm trying to see how you dumping this on them. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to even follow this. That night, I skipped his graduation dinner because I was crying and still shaking. Okay. Long as you told him that you're not going. I didn't want to see Grandma again. His mama was furious and said she never wanted to see me again until the boyfriend explained the situation. His dad became symptomatic and mom swept it under the rug and pretended she never said what she said. I'm sure if anyone ever told Grandma about what she said, I'd have been seen, but I haven't seen any of them since then. I don't see what you told them, lady. This boy on his graduation dinner supposed to have his girlfriend beside him. You took his grandmother asking you what the GPA was. You said 3.58 down to the 1,000th of the decimal. And the mama chimed in and said she had a 3.33. And you took that as her saying your grades wasn't good enough when she just asked you what was your GPA. I'm with them on this. I didn't see why you had to miss his whole graduation dinner. His mama was furious and said she never wanted to see me again. Then your boyfriend explained to his mama, like, mama, okay, now chill out. You know, that's my old lady. You feel what I'm saying? That's what he probably telling his mama. And you know, boys have a way of talking to their mama to calm them down. And the dad was like, okay, son, I see where you're coming from. But the mama was like, miss me with the bull. You feel what I'm saying? Because she like, at the end of the day, you my son, and this supposed to be my future daughter-in-law, and this how she asking? After my mama asked her what the GPA was. Bet. The mama was like, say less. However, this is still a frequent topic of discussion between me and my boyfriend. He thinks I'm the one who damaged the relationship between me and his parents, and that I'm at fault and need a little bit more control over my emotions because the GPA question is a common one to ask students. Right. He also knows that I have my first therapy appointment. Oh, I'm glad you're getting therapy, baby. I'm so happy for you that you're getting therapy. In August, when I get back to our college town, and we're both looking forward to it. I don't feel like I'm at fault since I have been deprived of the emotional regulation skills a therapist could provide, and can't help that my parents were jerks, but I can also see his point. Oh, I like you. That showed maturity at the end. You saved yourself, lady, because I was about to give you an earful. You feel what I'm saying? But since you said you can see his point, baby, that's growth. Just because your parents was like that, and that's a common answer that you ask. Honey, when I fill out applications, they ask what your GPA is. Them people not trying to bring up no trauma. They just want to know who they hiring. Somebody that's cum laude, summa cum laude, or help me laude. Help me Lord laude. You feel what I'm saying? 3.58 is good. That lady ain't asked you, oh, she ain't compare you, oh, you not like my grandson, you don't have a 4.0. All she asked you what your GPA was. But since you came at the end and say I can see his point, I'm glad you can see his point. Because that really probably did ruin it, because they're looking like, and she supposed to be graduating May 2024. The mama, I'm going to let you know this later. The mama probably already told him find somebody else. I'm just letting you know that from a mother standpoint, I know she done told her son to find somebody else. But anyway, what in the schnitzel is going on here? Let me know how y'all feel in the comments, baby. I'm praying for you, baby. I pray that counseling works for you and that you get a hold of the trauma that your parents inflicted on you for your grades. But I think that you're doing well with a 3.58 GPA. Toodles.